Hello, sir. This is Shreya. Now I'm explaining about agile testing tools. So, in agile testing, the word agile primarily signifies something that can be performed quickly and immediately, but also in the area of software development. The core functional agile team implements it in order to test the software product and its several modules. The implementation of agile testing makes sure to deliver a high quality product of as bugs or defects get deleted in the initial stage of project itself. The agile testing is an iterative and incremental method and the necessities which develops during the cooperation between the customer and the self-established teams. Unlike the waterfall model, agile testing can create at the beginning of the project with endless cooperation between development and testing. It is not a sequential but the continuous process. The agile testing process is a smart way of testing complicated software which accept more effective as compared to the traditional testing procedures. So in the modern days of software testing, agile testing has gained a lot of acceptance and significance. The execution of agile testing will help us identify the initial error and elimination, giving better results in the less development time and costs. So next, coming to the principles of agile testing, there are 8 principles of agile testing, and let us go one by one. Uh, First is constant response. Uh, Here, the implementation of agile testing delivers a response of feedback on an ongoing basis. Therefore, our product can meet the business needs. In the other words, we can say that the product and business requirements are understood throughout the constant response. And next is less documentation. In this, the execution of agile testing requires less documentation as the agile team or all the test engineers use a reusable specification or a checklist, and the team emphasizes the test rather than the secondary information. And next is continuous testing. The agile test engineers execute the testing endlessly as this is the only technique to make sure that the constant improvement of the product. Next is customer satisfaction. In any project delivery, customer satisfaction is the most important as the customers are exposed to their product throughout the development process. As the development phase progresses, the customer can easily modify and update the requirements uh, and the test can also be changed as per the updated requirements. Next is easy and clean code. When the bugs or defects occurred by the agile team or the testing team are fixed in a similar iteration, which leads us to get the easy and clean code. Next is involvement of the entire team. As we know that the testing team is the only team who is responsible for the testing processes in the software development lifecycle. But on the other hand, in the agile testing, the business analysis and the developers can also test the application of the software. Next is test driven. In this, while doing the agile testing, we need to execute the testing process during the implementation, and that help us to decrease the development time. However, this testing will is implemented after the implementation or when the software developed in the traditional process. And next is quick response. In each iteration of agile testing, the business team is involved. Therefore, we can get continuous feedback that helps us to reduce the time of feedback response on development work. And these are the very essential for agile testings. Uh, next, uh, Next, coming to the advantages for the agile testing. The 6 key benefits of agile testing are: testers are involved from the beginning, and the agile testing allows for early testing. Agile testing save the time and also money. Testers have more time to write test cases and implement the test cases. Testing is not applicable to be skipped. Cost of defects are reduced greatly. And for the agile testing, there are some disadvantage also. It is certainly true that agile testing is flexible to accommodate changes and advancements in the technology, but this advantage has a loophole too. The changes are not always forcible, so they may not be adopted while releasing the next iteration. In this way, sometimes it becomes unpredictable for the users with regards to what new will come up in the next iteration. So, next, due to this continuous changes in the requirements, sometimes it becomes difficult to access the actual effort required to perform the specific task. And next is automation can never completely substitute manual expertise. So it is essential to maintain the balance. Repeative release of parts of the software uh, incurs higher expenses. So each iteration goes through its own development phase. So the levels of development may unnecessarily overlap with each other. Next, it emphasizes less on documentation due to shorter sprints. So these are all the disadvantages of agile testing. And next, coming to agile testing tools, there are various agile testing tools. I have selected few. Uh, Let us go one by one. And Testini. Testini is the perfect for small to mid-sized agile QA team looking to boost their software testing within their agile development process. So let us see the features. Free for open source projects and small teams with up to 3 people. Easily create and handle your test cases, test runs, etc. Powerful iterations like Jira, etc. Jira is also another agile testing tool. Seamless iteration in the development process, linking requirements and defects. Instant updates, all browser sessions stay in sync. Immediately see if a colleague made changes, completed a test, or etc. We can identify them easily. Powerful REST API, organize your tests in a tree structure, initiative, and easy. And next, coming to Jira. Jira is another testing agile testing tool as well as a project management tool developed by Altasian. Altasian Corporation is a software company that develops products for project managers, software developers, etc. It is launched in 2002 uh, in the Sydney headquarters, Australia. So, and coming to these key features, Jira supports an agile methodology like Scrum, Kanban, etc. It has a strong reporting feature that provides access to dozens of reports with real-time team performance and plans and forecast roadmap are able to make informed decisions. Next, customized filters using Jira query language. It can be integrated with the developer tools for end-to-end traceability. And next is Test Trial. Test Trial is a modern agile testing tool owned by Guru Software Company. It is launched in 2004, headquarters in Germany. It specializes in the software development and QA. Products developed in this are helpful for the customer worldwide to build their software. And coming to the key features, Rail manages test cases, test runs, test tracks, results, and manages an entire testing efforts. Using its cloud edition, you can use it without installation or setup. TestRail integrates with automation tools like Jira, Selenium. It can be integrated with Bugzilla, GitHub, Rally, TFS, Fogbugs, etc. Various dashboards, reports, and email notification keep the user informed throughout the testing cycle. And next is SOAP UI. SOAP UI is basically used for functional testing of web servers. This includes web service development, invoking of web services, etc. Using SOAP UI, test cases are easily created for web services. It has strong GUI, uh, which helps to execute test and analysis the reports in the GUI itself. And coming to the features, so UI is a free and open source tool. It supports SOAP web servers, functional testing, and REST API functional testing. It allows to create and execute functional regression and load tests. Test cases can be easily created using the drag and drop interface. It supports multiple environments and data driven testing. And next is JMeter. JMeter is an agile performance testing tool written by Java language. It is designed to measure the performance of the application and the functional behavior under a specific load. Using JMeter, you can simulate a load on the web servers and analyze its performance. So coming to the features, it is an open source tool and graphical analysis is possible for the performance measurements of the application under different types of load, ability to perform load and performance testing on different application servers, etc. Extended plugin support for data analysis and visualization. JMeter can be used for statistic and dynamic resources like servlets or Java objects and FTP servers to measure their performance. And I have selected a Selenium driver as this is a very popular agile tool used by many people. So this Selenium web driver is an agile automation tool that is widely used across the software industry in today's technology. The word agile and automation are used frequently due to their huge advantages. It is truly required in the software industry to run any project in the agile methodology and run repeatable tests using automation Selenium WebDriver for the web-based application. Coming here the Selenium language bindings like Java, Ruby, C, Python, JavaScript, and JSON wire protocol is used, and here WebDriver browser drivers like Firefox driver, Chrome driver, all these using HTTP over HTTP server. It uses the real browsers, uh, and uh, and this repeats here again. And next, Selenium WebDriver is used very often in the many agile projects as every team member can contribute and automating the test cases. Why Selenium WebDriver? WebDriver communicates natively with a browser application and does not require a core engine like RC. WebDriver also supports a variety of programming languages, including Python, Ruby, PHP, and Perl, and may be linked with test management frameworks like TestNG and JUnit. And coming to the key features, Selenium WebDriver is used only to automate browser-based application, and it does not support desktop-based applications. The keyword-driven framework can be easily using Selenium WebDriver simulates how an actual user can interact with the application using automated test cases. It supports Java, C, Python, Ruby, PHP programming languages to write automation scripts. And here are some advantages of Selenium WebDriver. Uh, it is a open source WebDriver, uh, com- compatibility across multiple browsers, language and framework support, accessibility on various operating systems, multiple device testing, easy implementation, uh, flexibility is the essence, ease of learning, humanitarian community support, top-notch performance. And here are the disadvantages of Selenium WebDriver. Different, difficult to use and need programming skills to create tests. You cannot create cross-platform end-to-end test with WebDriver. You need to build various modules from scratch. Test maintenance takes a lot of time. Missing customer support capabilities due to being the open source. And here are the references. And thank you, sir.